Hi guys, I am here today to show you how I make my easy chocolate frosting. Okay, it's super simple, very few ingredients, makes a little bit more than what you get in one of those containers at the store, and of course, you know, since it's homemade, it's way better. There's nothing here to do a big cake or a two-layer cake, which you always have to buy a second thing of frosting from the store if you want to do a two-layer cake, because they never put enough in there. You can make this one of two ways. You can make it with 3.5 cups for a single layer, or you can go ahead and put 4 cups of powdered sugar in a bowl. Okay, that's what we start with. This is 3.5 cups of powdered sugar. You might want to, if you're going to write it down, pause me real quick so that you can get the rest of the ingredients written down. But this is 3.5 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, then you take 1 cup or 2 sticks of butter and you soften it. Now, it's melted a little bit, but not all the way, okay? Because I keep my butter in the fridge until I get ready to put it in my container for the counter to keep it soft. So you just dump it in there. Oops, get something to scrape that out. Okay. Then you take 1/2 cup of cocoa. You don't have to do anything special. Okay? You take about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay? And start with just 2 teaspoons of water or heavy cream or milk. Okay, it calls for milk, but if you don't have any, like I don't have any today, it's not a big deal. Mainly you're just wanting the liquid so that it becomes creamy. Okay, and then just kind of mash it around in here a little bit to start the mixing process, and you'll see why when I turn this mixer on. It gets a little powdery and a little dusty. Okay, so I always just do this first to help minimize the dust, which we're going to get a little anyway. Okay, then you start mixing it on low. Kind of hold your mixer just a little bit still. Don't move it around too much until it gets the center done, and then move it. And that way you don't coop up too much powdered sugar. And like with me, I've got this vent right here, so I hold my hand right here to keep the powdered sugar from going into the motor of the mixer. Okay? Now when you started getting it mixed pretty good, when you got most of the powder done, flip it up on high. Then you can start mixing. See, we're already getting there. Okay? It's going to make perfect frosting. Now, if it's a little bit too stiff, you can add another spoon of water at a time. Personally, this is perfect consistency. It's soft and fluffy without being runny. But I'm going to beat it a little bit more with the mixer because I want real fluffy frosting. Okay? So, you're looking at, start out with 2 spoons of this, 2 spoons of vanilla, 3.5 cups of powdered sugar, and 1/4 cup of cocoa, excuse me, and 2 sticks of butter, softened. And just mix them. The more you beat this, the lighter and fluffier it gets. Now, about halfway through beating this, you're going to want to take and scrape the sides of your bowl to make sure everything's down in there. Okay? Because you want it all mixing. So you just scrape the sides of the bowl so that it makes sure you get it, you know, all of it mixed in there. and mix it some more. When you're done, you can lick the beaters, which I plan on doing. Now the reason I put this towel here is because I knew it was going to get a little powdery and I didn't want to make a mess on my counter. So now I just fold that up and I can shake it out into the sink. When you're all said and done, super easy to spread. You know, it's real soft. You spread it right on your cake, okay? Now this cake is a little too warm. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to wait for it to cool down just a little bit. What I wanted you to see how easy it was to spread. Okay. Like again, 3.5 cups of flour. If you're doing a double layer cake, do 4 cups. 2 sticks of butter, cut into little pads, and then heat it. I just put it for 30 seconds in the microwave just to soften it, and it gets a little bit of the butter melted, but not all of it. But it warms it up some. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. A 1/2 cup of cocoa, and then enough water, start out with 2, but enough water to make it creamy, or milk. You can use milk, you can use powdered milk, you can use evaporated milk, you can use heavy cream, which is actually ideal, but not everybody has heavy cream in their house. And in an SHT situation, you want to make something sweet. What are the chances of you having heavy cream available? But you can use water. Now, you can also use kahlua for the frosting instead of the water. If you want to give it a chocolate kahlua flavor, you can add a few drops of mint to make mint chocolate. You can add some cherry flavoring to make chocolate cherry. There's all sorts of things you can do with the frosting to change it, but I just leave it plain chocolate. So now they have several different kinds of powdered cocoa. They have a dark chocolate, they have a regular one. So if you want a dark chocolate frosting, you could. They have a special dark. Hershey's makes a special dark cocoa. So, but it's really good. Okay, real light and fluffy, and will spread nicely, and it tastes wonderful. So anyway, if you guys could hit up the thumbs up. Oop, got chocolate on my thumb. Comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. I'd appreciate it. Check out my links down below for an EMP Shield Unit coupon code for $50 off, and y'all come back and see me.